Hi my salty pecans, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Pamela, and on today's video we are going to do a repot with me. We are going to finally repot this Cereus cactus, this Forbesii, Cereus Forbesii. I've had this plant, I believe, for 4 years now. I either picked it up late 2019 or 2020 during the pandemic from this plant shop in Brooklyn called Naughty Gardens. Again, it came like in a set of 2. I sold one of them and I still kept mine. The one I kept did not have much spiral, but as you can see from the top, it has decided to conform itself, and this past summer it started to give me a little spiral. I went through this whole traumatic thing where one of the maintenance men in my building stole my plants, and I'm lucky he did not steal this one, but he stole 2 of my white ghost cactus. Devastating, but nevertheless we're going to repot this plant. The reason that we're repotting it is because tragically this plant has become a little top heavy. It had become very top heavy and constantly like falling, breaking, and somehow the terracotta planter broke. So, oh well, hello there, ma'am. This is the plant we are going to be dealing with today. It is my Cereus cactus, my Forbesii. As you can see, this plant is more than half cracked. I don't even remember, several months ago, these cheap, or not really cheap, but these not very strong terracotta pot broke, and this plant has just been such a soldier, chilling inside of the remainder. It's been on the floor, it's been standing up. I went to the store the other day and got a new pot for it. So today we will be repotting our Cereus cactus. Alright, let's get into it. And it started cracking and chipping in different places. So this very root bound plant is in need of a new container. So the other day I quickly ran to the hardware shop near me, and I'm going to give it an upgrade. I don't remember how large this container is, but it's larger than a standard 4 inch. This might be either 6.5 inch planter, but it doesn't matter. We're repotting this in today's video. So if you're interested in just catching up with me, repotting our Forbesii, Cereus, or Cereus cactus, then keep on watching. Alright, salty peeps, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get our little station together, okay? So the things I'm going to be using for today's video include gloves. Normally I never really use gloves, but because there are like tons and tons of spikes on here, I just want to do my best to protect my hands, so I have these gardening gloves. I probably should get a new pair. I showed y'all all the new container that I'm going to be upgrading this to. I also had just some pre-mixed cactus euphorbia sort of mix that was just chilling, so I'm going to just use this again. I make usually my own mixes for my soils. I like to buy the individual substrates and then combine them. So whether it's soil, perlite, coco coir, peat moss, the compressed hydro balls, charcoal, it doesn't matter. I buy, depending on the plant, I mix it different ratios. So that's one tip I can give you all. Mix your own ratios. Figure out, okay, is this a epiphytic plant? Is this a tropical plant? Is this more of a desert plant? Alright, then make your own mix for that particular plant. Okay, you save a lot of money instead of just buying these pre-created ones. It might cost a little bit more to buy the individual products, but in the long run you're going to have more of it because you're buying individual products. You make essentially like 3-4 times what you would buy in just one size bag, okay? So that's one houseplant tip of the day. I just don't want this to top over. Oh. All right, y'all, so we have everything here. Got some cat fur all up on this too. The plant be like, y'all getting a little too close. So let me just go ahead and throw on my gardening gloves. I know these are not going to fully protect me, but it's going to protect me a little bit. I put this on reverse. Let me switch hands. So I also got a saucer to make my life easier. We're going to put this saucer inside of here, put this inside of here. I have a piece of used dryer sheets, and the reason that I'm using used dryer sheets, of course, to remove whatever coating is on here. But I like to use dryer sheets. Houseplant tip for this video. Second tip, I use the dryer sheets as a way to prevent excess soil from coming out of here, okay? So it's kind of like a net, a mesh net that I place at the bottom of here. So every time I water, I'm not having large chunks and large bits of soil, bark, whatever coming out. So let's go ahead and just place that at the bottom. Like so. You can use coffee filters, you can actually use like other mesh, but this is what I have, and we're being resourceful. Now this is the part that I'm a little nervous about, and that's removing this. I've been trying my best to not like pick myself, poke myself. I'm gonna be very careful. Let's see how rooted this is. Oh my gosh. Ah! It's getting into the gloves. Okay. Knot it out. And then I have another mesh, another cotton dryer sheet at the bottom of this. So we're going to thank you, dryer sheet, for doing what you have done for the past who knows how many years and months. We thank you for all of your hard work. I'm gonna toss this one out. Okay, I'm gonna toss this out. So let's set it aside for now. I'm gonna lay my cactus down. Okay, I'm grabbing my pre-made mix, and I'm just gonna do a small layer of soil at the bottom of this container. Like so. Next, I'm just gonna place my Cereus cactus in here. Just making sure I kind of like pack it in a little. But because this plant is so compacted, right, I'm actually going to take it back out. I just wanted to measure to see how it's fitting in here, okay? I'm going to loosen some of the old soil as well. Okay. Just loosen this very compacted soil. When you have very compacted soil, it makes it a little difficult for your plant to absorb water, absorb necessary nutrients. So let's just loosen all of this dry compacted roots, all of these dry compacted soil. And I'm letting it fall into the container anyways that it's going to go back into, but we're just gonna let the roots breathe, okay? Let the roots breathe, let the roots breathe. All right, looks good. And now I'm going to just grab the new soil. Okay. And we're going to just fill the perimeter of this planter pot now. Just breaking. Okay. And literally just that easy, okay? Now, even though I've filled the perimeter of the plant, I'm going to hold it at the top because again, this is a little tall, and I'm gonna tap the sides just to make sure all those little crevices are filled, okay? I'm going to take this down and I'm gonna, you know, round up whatever's inside of this, I forgot what these are called, this mat, and then pour the rest in here, okay? There's definitely a thorn in here. Ooh, I felt it. You're not gonna get me today. There's several thorns. It's not fully stable yet. It's a little wobbly because it needs to be watered next. So let's just fill the rest with the remaining soil. Looks great. This looks really good. Now to water my plant, I'm going to use actually some fertilized water. There's fertilizer and other nutrients in here for my plant, so we're going to fill. And then wait for it to pour out, okay? It's gonna pour out from the bottom. Again, it might look like, oh, it's overwatering because it's seeping out. But remember, this entire soil was dry, okay? So of course, the water is going to run out super fast, but we know it's all just for show, okay? I'm gonna let this sit in here and just absorb water for the next hour plus. And once it's done, I am going to take it out and put it into its new home. Pretty much that's all I'm doing for this video. Super straightforward, super easy, but very necessary. I have been neglecting this plant. This plant has been in dire need of a repot, so I'm happy to finally give my Cereus cactus what it truly needs, okay? Plant parents, love on your plants, care for your plants, listen to your plants, okay? So salty peeps, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Again, we have finally repotted this Forbesii, Cereus Forbesii. I keep just mixing up the order of the words. The Cereus Forbesii, my Cereus cactus. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have a Cereus cactus, let me know how you feel about yours, because I absolutely love this plant. It's one of my favorite, will always be one of my favorites. And cactus, cacti, it's one sort of plant I want to continue to grow my collection. I don't have many. I'm more of a tropical plant kind of gal, but again, I don't just limit myself to just one sort of plant, okay? Over the last few years, I've been growing my collection. I have a euphorbia that is a decade old now. I'll show you all in another video on how it's doing. But yes, if you have not done so already, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Become a salty pecan, because we're pretty awesome here. Make sure you're also following me on my other social media platforms at HauzPlant, HauzPlant. That's here on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, on Twitter, all of that, okay? Same nomenclature, same handle everywhere. And I will see you all on the next one. Let's get growing. Bye!